Raphaele Imperial, the man who shook the world in the year 2016 with his endeavors, was listed as one of the most wanted fugitives in Italy and the most important drug trafficker who was associated with Camorra. However, a secret message reveals the shocking details about Daniel Kinahan and Raffaele Imperiale's collaboration. Are you curious about the message? Stay with us till the end to know more. In 2016, the entire world was reading about Raffaele Imperiale. But why? We have to travel back in time to 2002 to know that. Then, Van Gogh's paintings were stolen and traded in the black market, and Raffaele was one of the suspects. So, when his house was raided, Italian officials were shocked. Cash and many valuable things, including paintings, were seized. The small house near Naples made global headlines, and the man responsible for this was arrested in Dubai after a massive manhunt. The man who was arrested is none other than Raffaele Imperial. But in other news, he was linked to the mafia boss Daniel Kinahan. It is believed that Daniel managed and controlled the Kinahan organized crime group's operations, commonly referred to as the Kinahan cartel. It is a criminal organization known for smuggling drugs and firearms into Ireland, the UK, and mainland Europe. He is also reported that he was active in Asia too. However, you should give it to Raffaele for creating a solid foundation for his criminal life in the 90s and concealing it from the public and government by pretending to use legal means. He started selling small quantities of drugs, joined Rick Vanderbood, a Dutch drug dealer in the late 90s, and started selling on a large scale. He met Ilio Amato, one of the top cocaine traffickers. With time, Raffaele started taking things big, and soon he earned millions of euros and became the referee of Del Ara's organization. He started directly dealing with the drug traffickers' cartel in several nations, including Peru, Colombia, and Ecuador. Later, there was a split between Iliano and Raffaele. So he decided to end things with Iliano, who associated with Scissionisti and supplied weapons to the clan. He did so until he was arrested. Then he became a full-fledged member of the organization in 2016. He moved from Amsterdam to UAE and hid in Dubai, but the man couldn't live a low-profile life. He spent 4,000 euros and lived a lavish life. 2016 is the year it all came crumbling down. The manhunt was intense, and he realized there was no way out and fell on his knees. He wrote a confession to the judiciary to water down the manhunt and passed it through his lawyers. The newspaper Repubblica, an Italian, released his statement later in the same year. He offered his assets, including cars, lands, etc., for the benefit of the community. His lawyer also argued that he had paid $5 million for the confiscated paintings. His statement took a 180-degree turn in 2022. Then he claimed that he was completely innocent and had nothing to do with the paintings and received them from Dutch thieves. On the other hand, he was under the radar of Dutch police, who suspected he was involved in other business with two notorious men, Richard El Rico, also known as Rico the Chilean, and Ridwan Taki. Their collaboration came to light because of decrypted PGP messages where they spoke about the price of cocaine and transportation. As a result, in 2021, a petition to extradite him by Italian authorities was turned down by the UAE. But little did he know how much less time he had left before he would be arrested and pay the price for all his crimes. On the one hand, Raffaele sighed in relief because UAE refused to extradite him, but on the other hand, there was more and more evidence against him, and it all came to light while investigating Rico the Chilean. The evidence that proved he was linked to the Kinahan cartel was found during Rico's trial. The government spent days and nights investigating the link and the shocking truth about his association with the Kinahan. Kinahan was in regular contact with El Rico and was seen in a video from Rico's seized phone. Speaking about the Kinahan cartel is one of the notorious cartels involved in drug and firearms trafficking. The DEA was burning the midnight oil to take down one of the most notorious cartels of all time. The cartel was founded in the 1990s by Christy Kinahan and reached the UK, Spain, and the US. Not to forget, the cartel was active in the UAE too, the same place where Raffaele lived. According to a few reports, the wealth of the cartel was around 1 billion euros. Daniel Kinahan was the son of Christy Kinahan and oversaw the cartel. Daniel Kinahan lives two lives, one as a mafia boss and the other as an advisor of Tyson Fury, an English professional boxer. One strange thing about Daniel is he ran a social media campaign to whitewash his mafia boss image. He put a lot of effort into looking like a boxing promoter, but the DEA didn't forget to keep an eye on him. If you're wondering how Raffaele came in contact with Daniel, Let me reveal the main thing here: they both lived in Dubai. This is not just speculation that these two notorious criminals are linked. The same was revealed by the documents sent by the DEA to the Dutch police. What was in the documents? The DEA documents revealed the existence of a super drug cartel headed by the four most wanted criminals: Daniel Kinahan, Raffaele Imperial, Rito Antaki, and the Bosnian drug trafficker who grew up in the Netherlands, Edinburgh. The documents revealed that the group met in the Burj Al Arab Hotel in Dubai, the alleged headquarters of the cartel. Their talent and connection were impeccable, making them one of their game's top players. They were regarded as one of the world's top 50 largest drug cartels. They had a virtual monopoly of Peruvian cocaine and controlled a third of the cocaine trade in Europe. All men were associates of Daniel Kinahan and even attended an Irish crime boss's wedding in 2017 at the plush Al Arab Hotel. It was reported that they were responsible for the $23 billion worth of cocaine that was brought into Europe. The super cartel was working like no other, and it was almost impossible to stop them because there was simply no evidence that it existed. But a simple message changed everything. 30 tons of cocaine. In a message decrypted by Europol and passed to Italian judicial authorities, Raphaele discusses importing industrial quantities of drugs with Bruno Carbone, convicted Italian drug trafficker. In the secret message, Raphaele dug his own grave when he said, "Let's be brave. This year we need to produce 30 tons. It is critical that we make first before any other stress, and we may discuss retirement." He further said, "We have put forth a lot of effort to get here. We must not give up." There was one problem: the massive cargo he was organizing to be transported from Colombia's turboport to Gioia Tauro, but they didn't realize it was a problem. They thought they were untouchable because they could continue their business virtually. None of them even cared about Dubai's attitude towards criminals. Dubai could hand over all the criminals, but it didn't until the arrest of Rito Antaki at the end of the year 2019. The prosecution demanded life in prison for him. It was all over when Raphaele was arrested in his house while in the pool with his wife and 4 children. He was arrested on 21st August 2021. The extensive investigation involved Naples Organized Crime Squad, the Public Prosecutor's Office, the Financial Crimes Police, and other state authorities. He was one of the 36 people arrested in the coordinated raid carried out by 300 police officers as a part of the Europol operation. When a corrupt customs officer altered the outcome of an X-ray of a container with 300 kilos of cocaine, the government announced the capture of the mobs in Dubai and revealed the arrest of a customs officer 2 weeks later. Dubai police provided a polished film which led to the arrest of 800 million euros. Italy's new extradition request was accepted by Dubai, and the rest is history. He did claim that his extradition was inhuman and violated his human rights. Still, he has no option other than spending his life in prison until the investigation meets a closure. Although Daniel Kinahan hasn't been arrested yet, it is just a few days before the hardcore evidence against him sees the sun. That's the story of great collaboration. Let us know in the comments what you think, and make sure to like and subscribe to never miss an update. See you in the next one.